Yeah, what is going on, Bills Mafia? Welcome back to Mafia Talking. Golly, man, what a hell of a day that we're experiencing today. But first, before we dive into all that, man, how you feeling tonight, cuz?
Uh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a busy afternoon down at One Bills Drive, huh?
absolutely, man. Like I got my trail jersey on. Might be the last time I wear it, but nonetheless, for those who don't know, it's kind of end of an era. We lost a bunch of guys today. We lost a couple core guys, the number one guys on the Bills team. That's our very own, the number one pick on the McDermott regime, I would say. Tre'Davious White. We also got Poyer and who else? I'm pretty sure Micah Hyde coming along sooner or later. But the biggest news that was released today is that the Buffalo Bills released Tre'Davious White and Jordan Poyer. So I mean, that's
I mean,
heavy.
Mitch Morse was kind of
Yeah,
surprising too,
yeah,
especially after you just trade Ryan Bates.
exactly. And you would think after they traded Ryan Bates that kind of solidified Mitch Morris. I know he's older in the game. He's a seasoned vet, but he's solid. And I mean, obviously, I'm a Bills fan, so I'm gonna say it, but one of the best centers in the league by far. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely got a long history with concussions, so I kind of understand from that perspective. But yeah, Brandon Bean was very, very busy today, cuz.
He's cooking up. I'm trying to tell y'all, he's cooking something up. So what we saved, like 30, 35 million, and
Just one day.
he hasn't even got to restructuring contracts yet. So it's like it's got to be for something, man.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to because, I mean, towards the end of our season, when our season ended, we was over 40 mil down into the cap. So, I mean, we had no room to make any type of moves and solely relying on the draft. So, with Brandon B coming up in this year, he had to make some very crucial moves. I mean, we know in the past couple of years we're used to players taking friendly deals for the Bills, able to work contracts. We can move things around, do and third, but we can only do that for so long. And when we got players as old as they are, like a Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, and with the injuries that Tre'Davious White has suffered, I mean, it's a business. It's tough. It hurts us. I mean, because we love these people. I love Trey White. I mean, just the happiness, the joy, the commodity he brings into one Bills drive, how he uplifts the team. I mean, he's like like a little brother out there. He's just goofy. He brings a new light into the game. So to lose a player like that, not necessarily losing the skill, but you're also losing a family member in the building over there.
Yeah, I mean it's tough, especially with Trey. But like you said, it's a business.
Yeah,
These moves are kind of necessary, and at some point we were gonna have to get younger.
yeah,
I mean, as long as you have Josh under this massive contract, this is kind of what we're gonna have to go through every 3-4 years.
yep,
So, I mean, I'm interested to see what is gonna happen now because you clear up all this space without doing the contract restructures that we thought they were gonna have to do to get there. So I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm smelling a trade up in the draft.
yeah.
We got 12 picks, man. I don't see
Absolutely.
us making every selection.
Right. But real quick, let me jump in the comments, show my love to everybody who shows me love. Shout out to Joey Hatch as always, always in the building, always in the comments. Nothing but love to Joey. We got Spears Bills, Sports Talk, nothing but love. Appreciate you jumping in the chats. It is a sad day, but like I was saying, obviously Brandon Bean got something cooking. It's for the better. So
They brought Mitch Trubisky back to be the backup.
yeah, Mitchell Trubisky. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, we're
Money
not really
Mitch.
worried
Money
about
Mitch.
yeah, we're not really worried about QB2, but it's kind of it's all right to know that. I mean, better than Kyle Allen, I would say. So kind of fits our system better, but we'll see. Jonathan, my brother, nothing but love to Jonathan over there. Appreciate you joining in, showing love. We got John Roberts in the building. They got Dave Edwards was resigned today, so if I'm not mistaken, he's gonna be the one that moves into the center position or no?
No, no. There's reports coming out that they're gonna move Connor McGovern to center.
McGovern.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's why they re-signed Edwards to play the left guard. But I mean, right guard. But guys, we got Osiris Torrance at guard from in the draft last year. So
Yep, yep.
I'm,
He was solid last year.
yeah, I
Solid.
think we'll go and get an offensive lineman in the draft this year. That
Yep.
that that probably them getting rid of Moores and Bates probably solidifies that for me.
Yeah,
At
absolutely.
some point in the draft, they'll go get a big guy.
Come on, man. Javi in the building too, man. We appreciate you, dog. Jump in the comments, showing love. Get a bigger running back. I mean, we got James Cook right now. He is the number one back. He will be the bell cow, but I'm to be 100% honest, this is kind of his make it or break your season. I mean, I'm all for him. Got nothing bad to say, but I mean, if he doesn't improve from last year, especially cleaning up that dropping the ball loosely on easy catches, getting that little Dawson Knox type of flow, get that out of him, then yeah. But I mean, I'm still not entirely sold on Cook, so I'm not against getting a bigger back. We'll see. Actually, I'm not kind of liking getting a bigger back just so we can have somebody better at throw pass blocking and help Josh out in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, I'm reading some of these comments too. It's true, man. We're gonna need safeties.
Yep.
I like my man from Miami, Cam Kitchens.
Kitchens. Oh, yep, yep. I heard about him.
Yeah, I like
Absolutely.
him. I don't know if we're gonna need corner, man. I mean, we got the depth at corner, which was probably the reason why they made the decision.
Yep. And then what they've seen from out of Rasul Douglas, they definitely felt very comfortable with him
You
being the
still
number
got
one.
Benford. I mean, I'm sure they'll bring back Dane now.
I mean,
Um,
let's talk about the people that's coming up on their contracts this year. Let's just stick on the cornerback situation for now.
Let me throw
Uh,
this out there too, because I just
Sure.
seen somebody in the comments said Derrick Henry trade coming. I think Derrick
Yeah,
Henry's a free agent.
I think so too. Yeah,
So
you're right about that.
listen, I'm gonna throw this out there, man. I honestly think one of those big name backs are gonna come here on a lower. Let me get 1 year, go ball out in Buffalo, maybe win a ring, and then go get paid somewhere else.
Yeah, I do understand and I respect where you're coming from, but that's not the position we are needing. We're
We're
desperately need the
gonna
position
though.
of
You think
receiver.
about it.
Yeah, you're right, because
Harris is
that's not our need
gone.
right now.
We only have one running back,
I mean,
James
we can
Cook.
still definitely sign Ty Johnson on a small contract, get him back in. He showed us light coming in from last year. I mean, we're not getting Damian Harris. We also released Naheem Hines.
Could you imagine getting Derrick Henry to pair with if Derrick Henry say, you know what, I made my money. I'm gonna go for the
That's the
year in
thing.
Buffalo, go play for 4 or 5, and go try to win a ring with Josh.
Yeah,
A Derrick Henry, James Cook backfield would be. Ooh,
dangerous, dangerous.
they're the perfect opposite of each other.
You
Perfect.
got two fucking monsters running at
Ooh,
you, man. You good luck. Oh man, the
ooh.
bruising
See,
that
I got you
position will
thinking.
put on them.
See, I got you
Don't
thinking
get me
now. Look,
started.
look, yeah, I got you started. Look.
And I said it earlier in the year. I jumped on Tia Stell's podcast, and I just throw it out there. Hot take: we're gonna sign Derrick Henry. I was obviously joking, but I mean, it definitely can. It definitely can happen if the money sounds right. And that's only if the money sounds right. That's only if what you said is true, and that if Derrick Henry actually feels that he made his money in the NFL, it's time for him that the king need his ring, and might as well come to Buffalo and let's really get that because
Honestly, that and I mean, maybe they bring back Epinesa now,
yeah,
or
he definitely had a great year.
Leonard Floyd. Maybe
But that's the
like
thing. I want let know we're gonna get to our free agents that's due to their contracts, but let's stick with the cornerback situation for now because I mean we obviously lost Trey White. I mean what he's been going through, we kind of been holding it down without him, but it's still tough to see him go. Wish we could kind of make some room so he can get healthy and finish out his career with Buffalo, but apparently that's not in the making. We're in need of money, so that's why we had to make the moves we had to make. But we got Russell Douglas, got Dane Jackson. We also got Cam Lewis. He's up for contract. So would you re-sign to Cam Lewis?
I don't know. Let's see. That's something that you wait for after the first wave of free agency and after the draft, obviously.
Yeah.
But I just want to clarify something
Go
because
ahead.
everybody's like, "Oh, Derrick Henry's getting old." I know he's getting old, but I'm just talking about like on a 1 year type. I'm not
But
talking about let's invest a 3 year contract in Derrick
no,
Henry. I'm
no.
talking about just a 1 year type thing because he won't need to be the bell cow here.
But the thing is,
So,
if just the name of having Derrick Henry in the backfield scares defenses. You can't lighten up the box if you
well,
got
now you
a
don't have
Josh
to.
Allen and a Derrick Henry in the backfield, and when you start doing read options with that,
Well, think
like good
about too in
luck.
the
You
goal
have to
line.
stack them. Yo, cuz don't get me started with this
Listen,
because
think
you
about
got
it.
my mind going.
Red zone and goal line situations. Now you don't have now defenses can't just load up on Josh running.
Hmm. But
Because
not even
now
that,
we could
play
just
that
turn
all over.
around and give it to the big man to get 2 yards.
But you could play it all over the field. You could be midfield and just having the thought of a threat of doing a read option. I mean, good luck. You have to stack the box. You
Listen,
see Josh and Derrick Henry in the in shotgun formation. Look like you're gonna run or Josh gonna keep it. I mean, you have to stack the box, and once you stack the box, you line the numbers in the secondaries,
3rd and 1,
and
4th and 1, a
you
little
go.
less. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, a
Yeah,
little. We can not have to
yeah,
do the tush push all the time
right.
because we can't run the ball for a yard. You got big. If you got big Derrick Henry to turn around and hand the ball off to, man, it opens up a lot. But I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm just saying
You
that.
already got ahead. You already got
Yeah,
me
for
ahead of
me,
it.
like
Yeah,
I think one of these big name guys like Eckler or somebody's just gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Buffalo for a year. I got a
yeah.
chance to win. And if I ball out, somebody's gonna pay me.
Right. And honestly, the age really doesn't. I mean, obviously, it comes into factor, but we're not. It's not like he's gonna be our number one running back. It's not like he's
Yeah, like I don't want
close to
Henry to come in here and get what 300 carries.
them
Like
dirty
that's not.
yards. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I'm just looking for him to come in here and just him and man. I'm just saying him and Cook would be dangerous back
All
there,
right, let's get back on track.
man.
Because no, that was great. I mean, let's not be surprised. That honestly, and I will be a little excited for that. But let's get back on track.
I cop me a Derrick Henry jersey, even if it was just a year. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
that'll be nice. That'll be nice. But yeah, end of an era, end of a squad. I mean, no, those are Bills. Like those are. I mean, it's kind of lots of it's a stretch to call them Wall of Famers in Buffalo, but I mean, they're part of an all time team in my eyes.
What the you talking about like Trey White and Poyer?
Where it's tough because Trey White really haven't played as long as you would expected him to play in the
I would
Bills.
have liked to seen them give him one more year to try to see if he can
Right.
come back. I honestly thought they would give him another year because they wouldn't want to end his tenure on an injury like that. But
Yeah, the way he went out, I mean, that man was heartbroken on the field.
yeah,
So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, at the same note, I'm very excited on Tre'Davious White's future. Let's see. He may take the year off, really get healthy, and fucking make a comeback the following year. Well, who knows? Maybe this Bills sign him back up. And after,
hopefully it's not in Kansas City.
yeah, just don't do that. Don't do that. But
Yeah, because Kansas City's got a lot of cap space, so especially a couple weeks ago when those rumors about Minnesota trading Justin Jefferson, man, that was my first thought. Obviously, my first thought is Brandon Bean, man. If that's a true rumor, you got to at least make a phone call.
yeah.
But that was one of my fears right there. Imagine the Chiefs trading for Justin Jefferson.
All right.
Yeah,
Now hypotheticals. One thing that Xavier mentioned is that Josh Allen on his turnovers. I, for one, this was the year because before all of this shit happened today, I went to Melvin, got my haircut. You know, me and him always getting deep in conversation with the Bills, and
I'm going to see
he's
him in a
really
couple weeks too.
yeah. So
Yeah,
and then we were just talking and really just trying to get an understanding of how this season's gonna look coming up in this year. And this is gonna probably be one of our hardest years. I mean, like I said, this is before the moves were made. So we're thinking like, man, we really ain't got nobody, we ain't got no money. We got to make the moves that we need to make just to stay in the conversation. Because we all know what happened the previous year. Man, we were at 500 and we were outside looking in at what 5% chance of making the playoffs.
I just
So
want to tell everybody too, man. Let's not panic because I mean, not in our chat, but I've
yeah,
been reading a lot about a lot of Bills fans are starting to panic,
think
and
it's
it's like
over thing.
relax, man.
Yeah,
Kansas City retooled too, and they're still
right.
Kansas City. Like,
Yeah.
relax, guys. Let Bean cook, man.
Exactly, exactly. And he got to make heavy moves right there, and that's the one thing we have yet to experience. We have not been able, or we haven't experienced a loss like this. I mean, cuz you've been a fan a lot longer than I have, and you know a lot more than I do. When's the last time the Bills have experienced a loss like this with like a beloved player? Like drought years is tough because nobody was
For
really
me, the last time I got upset about us trading body away was McDermott's first year when we traded Sammy Watkins and Ronald
okay.
Darby right away.
Yeah,
And it wasn't because Sammy was a beloved player. It was just like, okay, he was our best receiver. What are we doing?
yeah, okay.
You know, like it was one of those. I mean, obviously it worked out for the best, but like at the time, you're like, what the hell is going on? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I don't know. For me, I guess the last time for me, a beloved player, it was really hard to see Thurman Thomas in the Dolphins jersey his last year.
I imagine. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that one probably hurt. I mean, obviously when Jim retired, it hurt for me, but that was a long time ago.
John Roberts, yo, Chris Jones is not getting the Bills jersey on. I tell you, and if he
No,
does,
I think he
the
meant
first
it.
thing he does, he comes into Buffalo, he's gonna square up. Josh Allen gonna square up with him.
Nah, I think he was talking about when I said Kansas City has a lot of salary cap. He's right. If they sign
Oh,
Chris Jones, it'll eat up a
okay.
lot of it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
The
That makes
Bills ain't signing. I mean, hey, could you
no,
imagine Chris Jones and Ed Oliver in the middle? Jesus.
yeah,
Oh
that's
my
dangerous. That's
God.
right there.
But yeah, that I mean, I'm with it.
Like I said, him and Josh Allen going to square up, and him and Deion Dog is gonna square up real
No, I
quick.
was thinking too. I was looking at the free agency list, like outside of Bills. Christian Wilkins is somebody Josh would have to square up with if they
Oh
signed
yeah,
him.
yeah, all that dick grabbing he be doing.
Yeah, but I mean that would be something crazy too if they decided to do that.
Right. No, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I know these players and these teams got animosity, but I mean, they're still great players at the end of the day. I know Christian Wilkins ain't a favorite in Bills Mafia, but nonetheless, he's still a great, phenomenal player. So I mean, we'll be lucky enough to have another player like that on our team.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
yeah, I mean, you mentioned our other free agents outside the Bills organization. I mean, our biggest concern is wide receiver, and there's a bunch of wide receivers out there, cuz. So which one really stands out to you that you think we're able to really
Well,
afford?
the ones that we could probably afford. I mean, I'm in on the Curtis Samuel.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah,
bringing in a guy like that. He's affordable. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to go get Calvin Ridley, but
yep, me
now
too.
with T. Higgins and all the big name guys that were supposed to be available getting franchise tagged, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's gonna be I don't know, man. It's gonna be I don't know what more moves Bean's gonna do. It's you know what I mean? Like the salary cap room that we have now won't necessarily be what we have next week when free agency starts. So
absolutely.
I mean, I do think we draft one or at least one or two receivers in the draft.
We're gonna have to because that's one of my biggest concerns when it comes to Brandon Bean in these past couple of years, where you've had a Josh Allen in this building all these years, and you really haven't been able to give him weapons outside of that Stephon Diggs trade, and then now Kincaid last year. Other than that, I mean, yeah, you got a Gabe Davis in what the third or fourth round, and then who else? Isaiah Hodgins. But I mean, look at him now. And honestly, I mean, Gabe Davis ain't coming back. I'm pretty sure he's gone after this year. So yeah, we have yet to really get line weapons up with Josh Allen besides the one year in 2020 where we gave him a Cole Beasley and John Brown and Emmanuel Sanders. That's the last time where we loaded weapons up for Josh. So
Look,
it's crucial this year.
I mean, there's a guy on the roster that I think is we're not thinking about, but I think he's an X factor.
Hello.
Justin, we don't know what Justin Shorter is going to be,
He's big too.
and he's big, he's fast. Like from everything I heard, the Bills are really high on him.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And we still got Shakir. I mean, he balled out last year, so he's only going to get better. Hopefully.
yeah, for sure. They cut they're going to cut Deontay Hardy too.
See, and that's, I think they already did. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I think they did too.
I kind of now that was a player I kind of wish they would have kept. Not wish, but I would have liked them to kept because I still like the speed and the plays that I did see him where he did get the ball. It was times where he caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage, made two people miss, and then got positive yards. So I mean, he has yet. I mean, wasn't able to get the ball a lot. I know between him and Sherfield throughout the whole season, they got a combined total of 200 yards. I mean, out of two receivers, I mean, you can't really do that. That's like bottom barrel, and you're like what 3, 4, fifth receiver type of thing. So I mean, those are terrible numbers when you're adding two players together with the Josh Allen offense. So I mean, I kind of would have liked to see Hardy because that speed is still good for a team like us. But at the end of the day, I mean, we still want to get younger. We got to make some space, and we really can't afford to sign players like that who really can't contribute the way we need them to contribute.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Let's see. I know I was going somewhere. Oh, with Josh Allen turnover. So, like I said, I was talking to Melvin. We was talking about how we're looking in this upcoming year, and I honestly say like this may be one of our worst years outside of this previous one, and that's just because we just don't have the weapons that we need, and we're just not in depth as we normally are. And it's really gonna have to come down to Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. You guys are our dogs. You guys are our number one players. Yeah, it comes to a time where I understand that you guys are giving your all. I'm not trying to take anything away from these players where you're not going to give your 100% every play or every down or every practice, but it comes a time where you understand how good you are in the league, but you kind of got to be better than what you are normally used to your normal standard. To the point where, yeah, Josh Allen, yo, you need to cut out on that golfing. I understand it's the off season. You got to get your mind away from football, and you earned it. You make your money. You put your blood, sweat, and tears into the game. But I mean, you want that Lombardi. There's a reason why it hasn't came to Buffalo yet. I mean, I'm not trying to knock on Josh Allen because I know he gave it his all every time in the playoffs. He has one of the best stats in the playoffs. But we don't have the ring for a reason. I can even press Stephon Diggs. You claim you an elite receiver, number one receiver. Look at your playoff stats with the Bills. It's not good enough. So it comes to a time when the questions need to be asked where you guys need to grind 10 times harder than what y'all normally do. And when it comes down to Josh Allen, we have to clean up them turnovers. Those pointless turnovers where you just throwing the ball up down the field doing them arm punts. We don't need arm punts. We need the chains to be moved. We need the ball to keep moving forward. We need first downs. We need touchdowns, field goals at least. We don't need you to be keep getting called a turnover machine and getting your name degraded in all the social media and all the mainstream media. I mean, and getting treated like you're not that dude. Like Josh Allen is a top five, top three quarterback in this league, but with your turnovers, it's kind of diminishing your skill and respecting your name. So I mean, I know I'm going a little rant, but pretty much the moral of what I'm trying to say is that I mean, it comes to a time where Josh, you gotta get smarter with the ball, clean up your act. I mean, get back in with Chris Palmer and get back into your training and your techniques and
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan Palmer.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean that's all when it comes down to Josh because this really can be his year. I mean, he does it all. Just imagine if he cleans up them turnovers.
See, I would push back on that a little bit.
What was that?
I gotta push back just a tag because I agree with you on. Obviously, we don't want all the turnovers, obviously, but man, out of those 18 interceptions that he threw, how many of those interceptions were really bad? Bad. Out of the 18, we'll
The
probably say
majority
about
are
six
really
or seven.
yeah, they're really arm punts. I mean, like I said, out of the 18, I could really count like 10 of them was really on Josh. Probably not even 10. I could break it down the middle, and maybe half of them
I mean,
was
just think about it. Think about it, right? So, like, let's just say out of the 18, let's just say seven of them were arm punts, seven or eight of them were arm punts. Then you got the three or four or five that were through the hands of the receivers.
right.
So that puts you at about 12, 11 interceptions that just, hey, whatever. You know, I mean,
No,
that's the kind.
I understand what you're trying to say, and you're absolutely right in that sense. But
It's kind of those you get. That's what you get.
and then we get those big explosive plays where Josh really launches down the field because I mean you got to give and you got to take. Sometimes, man, the ball is either like the one play I remember Josh just threw it up and Diggs just snagged it in the middle of the air. If the DB would have turned around, that could have been a pick, but he didn't. Stephon Diggs placed his hands in the right position and got the ball. So I do understand because without those arm punts and those attempts, we're not going to get the big plays that we are
My
expecting.
thing is for that one bad pick that Josh throws, there's like four oh my god plays where it's like,
Yeah,
all right, I'll take your one pick a game if you're gonna go get me three touchdowns and one or two rushing touchdowns. So I mean, I get what you're saying, where you guys are saying too, but like it's kind of like it's one of those things where man, that's just how Josh plays, man. You can't take that.
absolutely.
You can't
But
take that arm swagger confidence that he has.
yeah, no, you are 100% right. Cause my thing is, let's get those week one Jets game out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah. Stuff like that. I'm with you on. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But yeah, let's get back on track. I still got a bunch of people's contracts that are due. Let's just dive into the D line. We got Leonard Floyd. I know he said he wants his money. Do we make the money? Do we make the room to pay the man to keep him here? He bought out last year.
I don't know, man. Like that's the thing. Like a lot of things that happened today, I would have told you wasn't gonna happen. So
Yeah.
like I don't know. Like I just know I
Would you make the money for Leonard Floyd?
yes and no. It depends. It depends on what we're doing. Like, are you trying to go to get? Are you trying? Is your whole thought process? Let's go get. Because I let's just say if anything this year proved that McDermott can coach a defense,
Hmm.
it kind of really doesn't matter who's on the field. We were down the third strings everywhere pretty much.
Four
So
strings.
yeah, like there the whole season we were hurt on defense, and our defense was still top 10. So like, is the conversation down there like, okay, maybe we start spending the money on big name offensive talents instead of spending the money we spent on Von Miller and
Right.
like it all depends on what him and Bean are like thinking right now. What are they thinking right now? Like, do you want to just say fuck it, let's go get that big time number 2 receiver for Josh? So now you got 2 big time receivers and a tight end that's a stud.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's tough to say, man, because honestly, right now I have no idea what Brandon Bean is thinking, which
Yeah.
makes me I like it. I like it
Not
because a lot,
predictable.
yeah, because the last couple years we've kind of already knew what team we had, and it
Uh-huh.
was only making like a move here and a move there to try to
Right.
solidify it. Now with this year, this offseason, it's like, damn, are we rebuilding? Are we retooling? Like it's kind of like, yeah, all right. Way to get me interested again.
Yeah, as
And
long as we keep that line solid and Josh is healthy, we're excited for anything. Honestly, we're along for the ride, and I don't think nobody's really worried at this point. I don't know about you, but I haven't seen nobody necessarily worried. We're just kind of grieving at
I've
this.
seen a couple. I've seen a couple of tweets and stuff from fans are like, "Oh, well, here we go. Here comes the rebuild." And yeah, relax, relax.
You also got to respect it because it comes to times where we're losing solid players like that, but at the same time, it's been times where Jordan Poyer wasn't in the game, man.
Josh wins six. Josh wins 6 or 7 games by himself.
Right.
So that's my thought process. Like, we got a good enough quarterback to win 7 games without anything around him.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, man, if anything, for me, Brandon Bean has got me not out of my off-season slump. I don't know if I'd call it a slump,
Yeah.
but
He woke you up.
a little bit. Now I'm starting to think about look like for next year. I
Mm-hmm.
did. I'm not gonna lie. After all the moves that happened, it kind of made me go, okay, all right. He's cooking something up.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
Like I said, he freed up $35 million in one day. So
Because it's different.
touching job.
It's different than it was in the drought years and all that. Man, people want to come play here. So like, who's to say a starving superstar who's been making all this money but can't sniff a playoffs won't take less for a year to come here? You never know. Like, this is a destination now for free agents,
Yeah.
which, man, that makes it even more interesting.
All you got to do is deal with the cold.
Yeah, but now you got to think about it too. If you're here for the long term, you get to move into a brand new, beautiful stadium in a couple years too.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, if anything, Buffalo's a free agent destination, even
Yeah.
for guys that are willing to take less just to win.
Yeah. Because we always got opportunity, man.
So it happens when you got a 6'5" stud back there with a laser rocket arm.
I'm telling you, man, he cleaned up them turnovers. And you can't say shit about the man.
Nah,
Can't say
yeah.
shit
If he's not the best quarterback in the league, he's damn sure the number 2 best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. Buckle up, Bills fans, because I think
Hey, man, and the thing is, like, I don't want this to be so down in the dumps. Like, oh man, we lost Poyer, we lost Trey, we lost this guy, we lost
I'm
Mitchell.
not even sad, to be honest. It's weird because you would think
Yeah, it's the end of an era. It's like a phoenix. The phoenix died, but it's gonna rise back from his ashes. So now we're at the point where, yeah, the phoenix died, but now we just gotta wait till it rise back from the ashes, and we know it's gonna happen because we know the type of man Brandon Bean is. He big baller Bean for a reason, man. He got the name for a reason.
man, listen, I still think we need to move on from McDermott, but hearing McDermott say last week, it's not when, it's not if, it's when we bring the championship.
Yeah.
Let's
McDermott, man, we have all our questions about McDermott and his decision making, and when it comes down to those plays in the playoffs and towards the end, we all question, we all come at him. But at the end of the day, you can never question his character. That's one thing that the players rallied against him. When that dude came out with that article,
Yeah, the players definitely rallied around him. Yeah,
tarnish him in the worst time during the league when we're 500, we're out the playoffs. Von Miller got his domestic situation, people getting injured, and now all of a sudden this dude Tyler Dunn comes out with a whole article.
hey, we went on a 6 game winning streak after that, or seven, however long it was.
Exactly. You know what the team, you know what all the teammates said? I got your back, coach. We got your back. And then
Yeah,
after that game, man, when you heard McDermott's post game interview, like you heard the feeling, that shit meant a lot to him.
right.
Have his team rally against him after everything that just happened, especially coming at his own name and doing all that, and having his teammates rally against him and coming out with that dub, man. That's you fight for a dog like that. So I mean, McDermott not going nowhere anytime soon. I'm just want to tell everybody
I don't
how
know if we don't. I
but
think this. I think he's on the hot seat this year.
he took us as far as he could take us, but nobody out there is really better. So we're gonna ride with him.
I think he's in the hot seat though this year,
Yeah, I can see it.
maybe.
I see it.
And I agree with you, John Robert. I think Kyrie Elam's gonna have a big season this year too.
Yo, I appreciate you,
I
John.
agree. I'm not ready to give up on Kyrie either.
Yo, I'm glad you brought him up. I mean, shit, I got his jersey too, so he better not. He better not. And I
Nah, I'm
know,
not ready to give up on him yet because he
yeah,
makes plays when he plays.
yeah, I called him bust all last year because you're a first round draft pick, and you let a seventh round draft pick constantly beat you out for the second year. And
Yeah, but look, he plays against Pittsburgh and gets a big time pick.
right.
He ain't played all year. They stick him in the wild card game and he gets a pick.
So yeah, definitely. That's they probably see a lot in Elam because he got one more year on him. If he could, if Elam could bounce back, man, and really solidify stuff and get that bust, that word bust over his name out, and really make him a solid player on the team. I mean, we're good. I mean, we love Trey White and nothing but the best of him, but we're kind of good without him. I mean, we proved it.
The
We
last
proved,
2 years, he's been hurt.
yeah. I mean, he was coming back in the beginning of the season, and he was coming
That
back.
was the sad thing though about his injury. I feel like he was finally starting to get back into being Trey White.
He getting his confidence back.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna go somewhere else and be a number one corner again. I wasn't ready to give up on him. I think he's gonna come back.
Oh yeah, like I said, man, Trey White sit out this season, really grind, get healthy, come back next season, man. Hopefully, we got enough money to sign you back. We got my man Matt Milano too. I mean, he's still dealing with his leg injury, and I believe Brandon Bean and McDermott said that they're still waiting until minicamp on the status of his leg. So we'll see with that, man. We'll see once we get later into the season. But yeah, that was a quick half hour, cuz man.
They gave us. We were talking about what we were going to talk about today, and then around 3 o'clock, it just went bang, 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 bang.
I'm telling you, what was it? So it was Poyer, Trey White, Mitch Morris, Naheem Hines, Deontay Hardy, and was there somebody else?
Mitch Morris.
Yep. So yeah, a bunch of players got the boot today.
Yo, hear me out. Maybe they,
Uh,
maybe my man loved Bills Mafia so much he decides to come back instead of retire, and then maybe we sign Jason Kelsey for a year. Hear me out. I'm just
Ooh-wee.
saying.
Right.
Eh,
That'll be nice. That'll be
Yeah,
nice. But
that's just wishful thinking. I love me some Jason Kelsey for some reason.
yeah, I mean, everybody got mad during that on that day when we was playing the Chiefs. But I mean, I loved it. I loved it. I mean,
Yo, he was out there partying with Bills Mafia, man. Come on, man.
he fits it. He fits it.
Yeah, for sure.
But other than that, man, we appreciate everybody jumping back in with us, man. We was going over 20 plus strong over tonight. So I know we wasn't here for a while, but we still gonna be in and out, man. Still off season, so we got much to talk about. But I mean, when you got a day like this and randomly making moves, man, perfect time to have a show, right? Cuz
Absolutely.
hell yeah. So number love for
Absolutely.
everybody and jumping in the chats. Please like, share, subscribe, join the Mafia Sports Support YouTube channel. Man, get them views up. Nothing but love over there, man. To shout out to Tommy over there. Let's grow, build, and get blow up together, man. Everybody. Yeah, I see you over there. I see you. There's a lot going on in that world too.
Oh man, yeah. WrestleMania is right around the corner.
Hell yeah, man. So all those
Yeah,
WrestleMania fans, man, buckle up because some crazy shit going down over there.
for sure. Something about to go down. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
but man, there you have it, man. Number love to everybody. It's your boy Julian J Mafia, Big Cuz Pedro PZ as always, and you know what time it is, cuz.
Love y'all.
One job to get done today, man. Find a W. Play for each other. Love y'all. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.